Hello and welcome to All Sports Takes. We got a Thanksgiving special for the folks today. I want to be the first to say I'm thankful that I have the opportunity to do this podcast with one of my dearest friends. John, what are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for my friend Andrew and just the friendship we have. But I'm also thankful for football for providing us this great day.
Hey, amen. It's what we talk about most of the time, and we got three Thanksgiving games on the slate for our Thanksgiving special of
Mm,
our Week 13 predictions. Um, People have been missing you, John. It's good to see you back for these predictions.
Good to be back. Just got a little busy the couple weeks, but I think I'm here on out. Should be back for the rest of the year.
Mm. Last time round, Andrew went 9-4 with his predictions, while John went 7-6, putting the record for Andrew to 1-8 and 71, and John to 111 and 68.
It's close this year. Really close this year.
It's coming down to the last wire. John, you've had a steady lead since week one, though. I've never been able to get past it.
I think I'm gonna keep my lead this week if I don't expand at least.
Mm.
But we'll see.
All right, here we go. Bears versus Lions is the first game on this Thanksgiving slate of games. My mom has been telling me all week it's going to be a close game, but I still can't go against the Lions. I got the Lions winning this one, 27-20.
Yeah, I got the Lions too. I mean, I'm not picking against the Lions probably the rest of the year. I don't really see myself picking against the Lions. Just not something you want to be doing. Too risky. Stay safe here. I'm gonna pick the Lions too.
It's very true. Do not want to be picking against them Lions. Next, we have the Giants versus the Cowboys. Cowboys, heck of a return by Cavonte Turpin last week, even though Terry McLaurin had that amazing 86-yard reception touchdown, and Austin Seibert missed that PAT. Absolutely embarrassing as a kicker. Gave me
Wow. Yeah.
flashbacks to that Saints Jaguars game, the Fatal Mary. Giants, Cowboys. I got the Cowboys in this one. I think I just think that the Cowboys generally don't lose on Thanksgiving. And then also, I think that they're trying, even though their fans want them to tank, I think they're trying to make a run. And Cooper Rush hasn't been actually that bad. The defense has been performing well.
Yeah, Cowboys. Yeah, with the big win last week. I've always thought the Cowboys have still been a good team this whole year. It's just been a rough year for them. They just haven't clicked yet. I don't think the Giants are very good. They're starting Drew Lock today. I don't really think that's gonna help them at all. It's probably gonna make them worse. Yeah, so I'll be picking the Cowboys here. I think it's not gonna be a close game, and as Andrew said, yeah, they always play on Thanksgiving. This is a normal game for them. That it's like, yeah, we always play on Thanksgiving.
Next, we're in the tundra of Lambeau. Dolphins versus the Packers. Packers coming off a run of hot wins. They beat the 49ers last week, but the Dolphins showing the Patriots who is boss in an absolute smackdown of Drake May and that team. This is the tough one. I know it's not tough for you, but for me, I think this is a tough one. Packers don't win that much on Thanksgiving Day. Um, Dolphins don't win that much in the cold. But I will note it is not December yet. When it comes December, it's going to be tough for those Dolphins to get a game in because they never win in December. But it is November. And so for that reason, I'm going to be picking the Dolphins to beat the Packers on Thanksgiving. I think Tua, Tyreek, and that guy, Jonnu Smith, who you don't hear a lot of, but he has been playing amazingly. I think they're going to get a massive
Mhm.
dub here against the Packers to put them to 500. And I like them winning 28-13.
Mhm. Jonnu Smith, former Patriots tight end, actually. Little ball knowledge for you there. I don't really think the Dolphins play good at any sort of the cold, even though we are technically 3 days away to December. It's pretty much December. It's pretty much the winter. So I don't think they're going to play on the cold. I think the Packers are really strong. Big win against the 49ers. The 49ers haven't been that good. I mean, like previous seasons, like, wow, they beat the 49ers, but this season, it's like, okay, you beat the 49ers. Like, not that big of a win, but it's still a good win. So I'll be picking the Packers here. I just don't think the Dolphins are going to be able to play in Lambeau Field. It's going to be too cool for them, as Andrew already said. I just think the Packers are on a run too. I think they're going to be able to handle business here and take it up.
Next Black Friday game, they introduced this last year with the Jets. I got the Chiefs winning against the Raiders. Chiefs are just a better team. I'm not betting against the Chiefs.
Yeah, I will say this low-key a trap game. The Raiders always seem to pull out a win against the Chiefs or make it close each year, but I don't really see this happening. I'm gonna stay safe and I'm just gonna pick the Chiefs here.
Yeah, it's just too risky of a prediction. Next, we have Texans Jaguars to start our Sunday slate of games. I'm going to pick the Texans here. I think if the Jaguars were playing Trevor Lawrence and they weren't tanking, then I might pick somebody. Then I might pick the Jaguars every now and then, but I'm going to pick the Texans here. I really don't see them losing this game.
Yeah, same here. I'm picking the Texans. I don't really see the Jags winning too many games here now, especially without Trevor Lawrence. Even though he does get a lot of hate, still a good QB. The backup's definitely not as good as Trevor Lawrence. So yeah, Jags. I mean Texans.
Next, we have the Colts versus the Patriots, and it's in Foxborough. The Colts have actually been playing pretty not too well, and the Patriots. Do you think that the Patriots can get this win, John?
Yeah, I'm gonna be straight up. This is the point of the season where I lose all hope and I don't pick him for the rest of the season. Just hoping for a good draft pick at this point. I'll be taking the Colts here.
Wow. That surprises me, John, because I'm very, very tempted to pick the Patriots here. Um,
Go ahead, Andrew. Go ahead.
but I'm not going to. I'm going to pick the Colts here. I just think it's too risky to. I'm not betting on the Patriots. And Anthony Richardson is back. They've been playing well. Michael Pittman has been seeing a lot of balls, and I just think that you have to go for the Colts here. Next, we have the Chargers versus the Falcons in Atlanta. Who do you got in this one, John?
This is a hard game for me to pick. I've always liked the Falcons. I've always liked the Chargers all year. Andrew's hating on the Chargers. I told him differently, and look what happens. I was right. But
They haven't had a hard schedule, bud. Let's clarify that.
two, hey, the record says this is, what I'm saying. Anyway, good team, both sides of the ball. I'm gonna stick with my guts here. I'm just gonna pick the Chargers. I think they can handle this game. This is probably one of their biggest games all season. They played the Ravens really, really well. I'd say they were up in the first half. They kind of crumbled the second half, but I think they have the firepower, the caliber of team to beat the Falcons. If Quentin Johnston could just catch the ball, I think they're gonna win.
Yeah, I mean the Falcons lost to the Saints 2017. They lost to the Broncos 38-6. They
Yeah.
had a bye week last week, and they're just not on this hot streak of games. They're not playing well. And so for that reason, I just can't see myself not picking the Chargers in this game where I've seen them perform against teams like the Bengals and the Ravens, which is very hard to do. I know that it's in Atlanta, but with these losing streak of games that the Falcons have gone on, I have to pick the Chargers here as well. Next,
I'm surprised. Surprised me with that pick.
I know. Next, we have the Seahawks versus the Jets. I'm going to pick the Seahawks in this one. Jets are in full tank mode now that they can't make the playoffs, and they're just not going to pull it out. Let's be straight up.
Yeah, same here. I mean, I would give the Jets a chance, but since they're in tank mode, they're probably not be trying that much. And I just don't. I haven't really liked the Jets all season. I don't really think they're that good of a team. Sure, they've had a couple good wins, but other than that, I just don't see them as a good team. I'll be picking the Seahawks.
Next, we have the Titans versus the Commanders. What do you got in this one, John? Commanders are on a losing streak.
Yeah, 3-game losing streak for the Commanders, but I'm gonna say this is the perfect game to bounce back. I know Titans had a big win last week. I don't know who they upset, but they upset someone. I
Texans.
what?
Texans.
Texans said upset the Texans, but I just think the Commanders are getting to get back on track with this. I don't think the Titans are that good, though they had a fluke game last week. It was a one-time thing, and they're just going to go back to their old selves and lose. So,
I'm going for my upset of the week
yeah,
here.
yeah.
If you're going to lose 3 games straight, almost lose to the Giants, um, you lost to the Steelers, you lost to the Eagles, you lost to the Cowboys. I think that the Titans, if you can beat the Texans, I think you're going to be able to beat the Commanders. And so I'm going to pick the Titans here in an upset game. I really hope it's going to happen. I'm going to be crushed if
Hey, to
upset.
be fair, they played the Eagles and the Ravens in that 3-game losing streak. So,
No, the Eagles and the Steelers.
sorry, Steelers.
And
So
they
both
lost
good
to the
teams.
Cowboys last week.
Yeah, but okay, but still, it's the Eagles and the Steelers, so it's hard games to be fair.
I mean, to be fair, I don't know. I just I just think they're going to get it done. I hate to say it.
I'm just letting. I was. 3-game losing streak because they played two good teams. To be fair,
I'm really hoping they get it done. Next, we have the Bengals versus the Steelers. The Bengals are coming off a bye. They had a really rough loss against the Chargers, followed by a really rough loss against the Ravens, followed by a really rough loss. You get the whole point. Um, just rough losses all around for the Bengals, but I'm not going to pick against my boys. I think that we're going to get it done in Pittsburgh. I keep talking about these must-win games, but it has to start resonating for the players at some point. When you have a must-win game, you have to win it. Um, they brought back ping pong tables in the facility for the first time since the 2021 AFC Championship game, and I hope that that kind of a little superstitious there. I'm hoping that bringing back some of those vibes from those old winning days has us go on a winning streak, and so I got the Bengals beating the Steelers at home here.
yeah, this is a hard game for me. I really wanted to pick both teams because I think it's gonna be a good game. You really never know what's gonna happen when you play the Bengals and the Steelers. Always a good game to watch, especially this year with how good the Steelers are. Bengals, now they've had a rough season, but I think I'm gonna pick the Bengals here. I think Andrew says must-win games. I think this is a must-win game. I think they will be able to pull it out. Very close game now. Game-winning field goal probably. Evan McPherson.
Hey, Evan McPherson right now. It's funny you mentioned him. Next, we have the Cardinals versus the Vikings. Vikings are historically very good in December, while the Cardinals, once Call of Duty releases, are historically very bad. However, the Cardinals have been looking better than the Vikings these past couple of weeks. Even with that loss against the Seahawks, I think it was that home atmosphere that really brought the Cardinals to lose. Um, with that being said, I think I'm going to pick the Vikings in this one. I just can't. I can't go against a 9-2 or whatever it is team. They're playing very well. It's at home. They're historically good in December. I'm going to trust Sam Darnold with this one.
You could say this is my upset pick of the week, picking the Cardinals here. So it's not December yet. Actually, it's November 28th. We're about 3 days away from December, so that
Game's
doesn't really
played
change.
in December, big man.
What?
The game's played December 1st, big man.
Oh shit. Not changing my pick. I think the Cardinals are a really good team. They're coming off the bye. I think they're going to be healthy, freshened up. Kyler Murray, got his gaming in. He's going to be good. He's going to be good to go. James Conner, big game. I think it's about time the Vikings lose. They've been on this hot streak. I know they haven't been playing the best, but they're still 9-2. They're still a good team. I think the Cardinals come here upset, and this just gets them ready for a playoff run.
Next, we have the Rams versus the Saints. Rams coming off a tough loss. Saints, I think, coming off the bye, or I don't even know. Saints are irrelevant. I'm going to pick the Rams here. I just
Yeah.
think they're a better team than the Saints, and they need the game. They need to win the game. They still are fighting to get a spot in this NFC West. Who do you got?
Yeah, I'm going to pick the Rams here too. I don't think I'll be picking the Saints too much.
Next, we have the Buccaneers versus Panthers. No one pick the Bucks. Simple as that.
Yeah, I'm picking the Bucks too.
Eagles versus the Ravens, 225. Should be Sunday Night Football, one of the games of the week. This is a really, really close game. Two elite quarterbacks. What do you got in this one?
Such a hard game to pick. This is really a toss-up game. Both teams are looking really good. Eagles are looking good. Ravens looking good. But for me, I'm just going to pick the Ravens here. I'm not thinking too much about it. If you think too much about it, you're just going to get stressed out and just not pick well. So I'm picking the Ravens here. I think overall they're a better team. They can run the ball, pass the ball, good defense, everything. And yeah, picking the Ravens.
Yeah, the Eagles have won 7 straight games, and Saquon seems to be unstoppable. And so I'm going to go with the Eagles here. I know that it is in Baltimore, but I think the Ravens are an amazing team. Don't get me wrong, but they've had games where they're struggling. The Steelers, for example, they struggled. They lost that game. They struggled against the Bengals team. Well, I just don't see these Eagles struggling in games, and I think that that kind of resonates on what type of team they are. And Saquon is just amazing, so I'm not going to bet against Saquon anymore. 49ers versus the Bills. 49ers are just injury riddled. It's sad to see. Um, they really need to win this game. 49ers don't win this game. I don't think they can make the playoffs given the schedule that they have. I was looking through the schedule. Um, let's see. Their schedule is they're 5-6. They have to play the Bills, the Bears, the Rams, the Dolphins, the Lions, and the Cardinals. That's a really tough stretch, and so this is a must-win game if they want even a chance, an iota of a chance to win this game. and the Bills are hot. So I'm gonna pick the Bills.
Yeah, I'm picking the Bills too. I don't really think the 49ers have a chance in this game.
Next, and finally, we have the Browns versus the Broncos. Browns and Bo Nix have been playing, but Broncos and Bo Nix have been playing amazing. Bo Nix in the past 5 games, or 6 games, or 7 games, or whatever it is, the past 2 months, he has been top five quarterback QBR, top 10 quarterback yards, top five quarterback in completion percentage, top five quarterback in touchdowns. If I can go ahead and read you Bo Nix stats, they
I got it.
I
I'm
think
good.
I think everybody on the podcast wants to hear it. Here we go. Since October 6th against the Raiders, 206 yards, 2 touchdowns, 117 passer rating. Chargers, 216 yards, 2 touchdowns. Saints, 200 yards, 0 touchdowns. And then here's the really good slate of games. Panthers, 284 yards, 3 touchdowns, 124 passing rating. The Ravens, obviously, they had that terrible game, but 223 yards, 1 rushing touchdown, and 1 interception. Chiefs, 215 yards, 2 touchdowns, 115 passer rating. Falcons, 307 yards, 4 touchdowns, 145 passer rating. Raiders, 273 yards, 2 touchdowns in the air, 1 touchdown rushing, 95 passer rating. Those are some pretty darn good stats for the rookie. He's many people's rookie of the year now. And, I hate to say it because the Bengals need the Broncos to lose to make the playoffs, but I can't go against this quarterback. And so I got the Broncos winning. I have unwavering faith in Bo Nix.
I mean, all those stats are good, but they only played three good teams in the Ravens, Falcons, and Chiefs. Played good against the Falcons, I'll say. Ravens, he did not play well. Chiefs, he played all right. So, I mean,
They got robbed. Chiefs, they got robbed.
okay, yeah, but it's like they're good stats, but he's just playing like bum teams,
No, I
but
know. I'm just saying.
still play good. Yep,
Chargers are
it's
above.
good stats. But this game, the Browns, I don't really think they're going to win. They had a lucky win against the Steelers last week. But yeah, I'm going to pick the Broncos here.
Yeah, I mean, I could see the Browns winning this one, and if they do, I'm not going to be mad, to be honest with you. It'd be really good for my Bengals if the Browns got this win. But Bengals need to win first on Sunday. Anyway, those are our Thanksgiving Week 13 predictions. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next one.
Sir.
Peace.